What's up, my comic community? My name's Cullen, and I collect comics, and today is Wednesday, and it is the 22nd of February, and we're going to go through my picks from the Comix Strip, my local comic shop in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. It's on Broadway. You should check them out. But we're going to go through both my DC and Marvel picks. We're going to start with DC for this week's picks, and then we're going to move on to Marvel. All right. We're starting with Batman Year One Clayface, or not Year One, sorry. Batman One Bad Day Clayface #1. And this has a Zermanico cover. The interior art's done by Zermanico. And Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly are the writers. Excuse me for my cold. As Basil Carlo ever... all Basil Carlo ever wanted to be was an actor. No, one of the greatest actors there's ever been. However, his life went off course when he became the shape-shifting monster known as Clayface. After years of doing battle with the Batman in Gotham City and distancing himself from his dream, Clayface goes out west to Los Angeles, creating a new identity. He pursues his dream of acting only to find that Gotham City isn't the only place with an overwhelming sense of dread to it. And he might not have what it takes to make it in the City of Angels. So he'll reshape the city to fit his needs in a deadly pursuit of stardom. From the rising star creative team of Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing, Batman Beyond Neo Year and Captain America Sentinel of Liberty, and Zermanico from Flashpoint Beyond, this is an epic tragedy not to be missed. Yes, I'm definitely interested in it. Next, we've got another book I'm interested in. Obviously, it's one of my pulls, but this World's Finest #12. It's written by Mark Waid. It's got a Dan Mora cover. The interior art's done by Emanuele Lupacchino, Wade Von Grawbadger, and the inks are done by Norm Rapmund. And if I said before, I think I did issue 12. The secret behind the Supergirl Robin feud revealed. On a day not too long ago, a meeting between the Boy Wonder and the Girl of Steel began sweetly, became awkward, and ended so catastrophically, horrifically, jaw-dropping, car-crashingly, disastrously, that among the Superman and Batman families it is now enshrined as the world's finest example of how not to team up. All right. Next we got Volume 5 of Catwoman, issue number 52, and this has an awesome David Nakayama cover. The pencils for this is done by Sammy Bassari. The inker for it is Vicente Cifuentes, and Teeny Howard's writing this. Looks like the cat is the new Black in Gotham Jail, as Selina finds herself clawing her way to the top as the queen cat behind bars by making friends with all the wrong types, which are, of course, also exactly her types. Meanwhile, Iko Hazukawa continues to prowl the Gotham streets as Catwoman, keeping the mob bosses in check with a little help from Tomcat. All right. Excuse me. Next is issue number 1 of Lazarus Planet Omega. This is art for this is done by David Marquez and Alessandro Sanchez. The interior art is done by Philip Tan, Riccardo Federici, and Billy Tan also. And Mark Waid and Jean Lewin Yang are the writers. Fate and Fury, the Devil Naza and his son are at war with all of humanity caught in the middle. The Lazarus storms are intensifying worldwide. Earth's superheroes are on the ropes, and Batman is living on borrowed time. It's up to Zatanna, the Spectre, the Demon, Clarion, and the rest of the DCU's magic users to join Damian and to set things right. But to do that, they will have to uncover Naza's final explosive secret. Plus, Dreamer has rescued Dr. Fate's helmet from destruction, but why does it keep glowing like that? The dawn of the DCU begins as the Lazarus Planet saga crashes to a close. All right. Next, we got The Flash 793. And the cover art for this is Tarn Clark. And the penciler for this is Roger Cruz. And the inker is Wellington Diaz. And Jeremy Adams is the writer. The 1 Minute War Part 4. After a deadly impact of the Fraction's arrival, the Flash family must come together to figure out what is going on and how to stop the Speedster invasion. Alright. Next we got that GCPD Blue Wall, issue number 5. And this has a Rico Murakami cover. The interior art for this is done by Stefano Raffaelli, and the writer for this is John Ridley. And if I didn't say before, it's issue 5. Life has a way of slipping through our fingers when we least expect it to. It's happened to the GCPD Commissioner Renee Montoya before, and despite everything she's fought for, it's happened again. A domino has been chipped, and Renee is about to go through the most harrowing test yet. I said harrowing, but it's harrowing. Sorry. Next, we've got Harley Quinn, the animated series Legion of Bats 5A. The cover artist for this is Yoshi Yoshitani. The art for it is Shea Beagle, and T. Franklin's writing this. And this issue 5 of Harley Quinn, the animated series Legion of Bats. The Bat Family, the Black Mask, and Lady Marbunta finally face off while Ivy, Knockout, Bella, Livewire, and Nightfall break Porcelain out of Blackgate Penitentiary. Meanwhile, Harley visits an incarcerated Bruce Wayne for an unscheduled therapy and venting session. How much longer will Harley keep their secrets from each other before it's too late? All right. Next, we have the newest issue of Nightwing, and here is the cover A by Bruno Redondo. Here is the cover B of Nightwing 101, done by Travis Moore. And here is the C cover done by Jamal Campbell. So, yeah. Now we're going to go back to, of course, the cover A by Bruno. And Tom Taylor's writing this with C.S. Pascal. Travis Moore's the interior artist with Eduardo Pansica. But, Pancia, yeah. I'm ready for this. Let's see what we got here with this. After the events of Dark Crisis, Superman has a talk with Nightwing, letting him know that now is Dick's time to lead. So Nightwing gathers a group of friends to be the Premier League in DC Universe and move their base of operations to Bloodhaven to meet the new Titans. Then, following the events of Nightwing Annual 2022, and the Superman Nightwing crossover, Nightwing continues to mentor John Kent in ways that Dick learned from being trained by Batman, but his own more encouraging way. I always love seeing Dick Grayson be a mentor, so I'm really excited for this book. I'm really excited for all the things that they're doing to Dick Grayson. I mean, you know, it's my favorite character, and they've done quite a bit to him lately. Final with DC, we've got Titans United Bloodpact issue number 6, and this cover art for it's Eddie Barrows. The interior art is done by Lucas Meyer, and Cavan Scott's the writer. All is lost, Raven rules supreme, and one of the Titans becomes a killer. Hunted and alone, the heroes turned fugitives must face Brother Blood and the Dark Daughter for the final time. All right. Next, we're running up to Marvel. And we've got just a quick few books here. We've got Amazing Spider-Man number 20. And this is a JR, John Romita cover. And the interior art for this is Joe Kelly. And Terry Dotson's doing the inker. There's also an amazing Terry Dotson cover for this one that I wouldn't mind to get my hands on. But, someone tries to kill Spidey and Black Cat. You thought it would be easy for Peter? Nope. The special two-parter from the surprise guest stars Joe Kelly and Terry Dotson concludes here. Alright, so that story going. Next, we're moving on to Immoral X-Men number 1. And this has an awesome Leniel Francis Yu cover. And Paco Medina is the artist for this. Walden Wong and Victor Alazaba are doing the inks. And Kieran Gillen, who's been writing a lot of the X-Men stuff, is the writer for this. They said the mutants were humanity's future. It's 10 years later, and they were proven to be right. The X-Men exist in a world that adores and respects them, so why are they sworn to crush it? But while they do, Emma takes a few minutes out to crush Mr. Sinister. Alright. Love that Emma Frost cover, by the way. I love Mr. Sinister with the chain around his neck, too, on it. It's great. Next, we're moving on to the Savage Avengers Volume 2, number 10. And this has a Giuseppe Camicoli cover. I like Giuseppe's work. The interior art's done by Carlos Magno, and the writer for this is David Pepose. And the endgame is now. Stranded in the unforgiving future, the Savage Avengers have survived every trial and tribulation that 2099 has had to offer. But with Ultron now in possession of the time-traveling Doom Gauntlet, can our heroes hope to stop the Machine Empire from conquering the time stream itself? Prepare for an epic showdown of blood and steel, and Marvel's most dangerous heroes unite to save the world or die trying. The Savage Avengers is such a good group too, by the way. Next, we're finally moving on to, of course, one of my favorite books, so it's probably going to be my pick of the week. Either this or Nightwing, or definitely... This is going to be a definite pick of the week for Marvel, and Nightwing's probably my pick of the week for DC, but I always love Strange Academy. Cover artist for this, Humberto Ramos. Humberto Ramos also does the interior art, as always, and Scotty Young always writing this book, because this is like their baby. It's so good. I can't just stop talking about it. I love it. But yes, it's issue number 4. The endgame has begun. Emily Bright has taken her steps and chosen her allies and made her plans. It's time to take down Strange Academy. Can you blame her? Alright, so that's my Marvel and DC pulls for this week. I'll roll them here in a minute. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I have a good feeling about these books this week, too. I think it's going to be a good week. But yeah, I will holler at y'all and see y'all next time. Hit like and subscribe if you want. I'm going to roll these books and get out of here because it's getting late. Peace out.